Mommy! It's me!
Oh my god!
Welcome to Murder Mystery, a Yeeps hide-and-seek map similar to the Roblox game or Pavlov's TTT game mode. In this version of Murder Mystery, there are 4 roles: Innocent, Sheriff, Murderer, and Jester. Innocents and Sheriffs need to hunt down the murderers and shoot them down, while the murderer tries to kill them. The Jester can unlock access to weapons after being killed, whether it's by the murderer or Sheriff, and kill everyone. Anyways, let's get into this.
Actually, you know what? That would be a better... I got this.
That's not worth it for recording a video.
Oh, okay, I got
Whoa, what'd you try
There's something in your hand.
It's him. I know.
It's him.
I think that
He came back from the dead. He came back from the dead.
No, he's not red, though. He's not red. He's not red.
Bro, who is this?
Who has the knife?
Who knows? He does not have a knife.
It's him! It's him! He literally just tried to stab me!
Okay,
Did
you're
he?
not hiding it. Where's the knife?
Did he?
I'm going to...
Oh, the room opened! The room opened! The room opened! I have a shield! We will win!
There's a murder. Jester. Dude, I killed Jester.
You killed Jester?
Former is first form.
I killed a Jester. You just sold
Okay, that guy was innocent!
Jester. I killed Jester. I saw
Really
it.
don't.
Ah!
That's
Who-
the thing. There's
Does
a
the
difference
murderer
between
even
running
know
at
that they're
someone-
murderers? Oh, I got him!
Giga. Giga.
What?
Who wanna play piano?
I'm gonna kill you! I have a knife behind my back! I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
you
I'm
get
not
the side, I
gonna-
get the side.
Did I-
I pushed the button and it hurt me. Oh, I have a knife.
He has a knife!
Ah!
Help! Help!
You're gonna tag people.
Wait,
Whoever
hang
had the knife.
It's another murder! Just get on top of you.
You who's chasing that for
Level 10. I believe you said that.
Schizophrenia level 10.
Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared now.
It spelled wrong?
Green. Yeah, oh, Jester one.
The sheriff is right there.
No.
What do you mean? They had a gun.
They had a gun. Who had a gun?
Someone down there had a gun.
And then Jester.
You gotta get your gun up. Get your gun up.
Yo, someone died. Someone died. What happened?
Okay, you get it.
Why are you pointing at me?
Bro, it might be him. It might just be him. It might just be him.
It might
Guys,
be.
guys,
it's not good.
guys, it might be him. I think it's.
The heck? Hello? There we go. Hi, chat. It took me a little bit to get to my private world, but I'm here now. This guy kept hitting me with a candy cane and I couldn't enter my private world. It was so weird. I actually think I need to go back though, because I think there's a block that I want for the map I'm going to make. This is for my BAM map, by the way. I'm going to be working on my BAM map this stream. It's going to be like space themed, and there's a block from the horror tech web I think I need to make the space background, but I don't know. Let's go check.
What now?
See.
A parkour level, like a parkour level.
Where would it be?
Sure, only have one here.
You're gonna need more than 2. You're gonna need more than 1. I bought the sweater on.
I don't know if I want all of
You guys
this.
you wanna try eating the ear?
I'm gonna do it. I gotta.
This looks kind of cool.
I'll just do that for now. Again? No way, Jolly, is that you? Okay, yeah, it is Jolly. Okay. I just had to make sure. Alright. So, BAM20, gonna be working on this very cool, spaceship and everything. I don't know if I want to do the spaceship this stream, though. It might be later. There's other stuff I want to work on. So, let's see. I'm going to bring this down 3. Boo. I didn't count. It's 4. At least that's what it looked like. Yeah. I always do 4 because it's just enough for a piece of grass. So, I think I'm going to start with the wiring. I have everything that I want written out, but I don't, like, have it memorized. Why does it say indeed? Jolly, it says that you said indeed on the stream itself, but not in my chat. I can't see it in my chat. Weird. Gotta go. At what I'm doing. So yeah, in this game, you're going to have 5 things to keep track of before you get to your destination. So yeah, you have to make sure all your systems are working. So there. Let me actually look through this. Okay, there's one thing that's gonna need, like, what is it? Like, something to add a high number. Because there's 2 things that I have written down for, like, plus 20 to a certain, variable. I don't know how to do that, though. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. So, let's... First system I'm gonna be working on is oxygen. There's 2 modes. Life support and engine priority. It's gonna start on life support, because that gives no, decay to, oxygen. So I'm just gonna go over here and place 5 variables. Each of these will represent the, like, each individual system. I think this should be done before anything. So, oxygen. What was the next? Power, engines, cooling, and navigation. Power, engine, engines. Alright, so we have the 4 systems. So we're gonna start with oxygen. I actually don't know how to start this. So there's essentially tasks, but they're not that hard to do. One's just pressing a button over and over again. To make the game take a bit longer and to make it, I guess, easier for the players, I wasn't going to use the clock pulse. If I used the clock pulse, it would be easier, but I'm going to use a different way. It's going to be every 5 seconds, every 3 seconds, and every 7 seconds, depending on what it is. There's slow, normal, and fast. I think that's what it's going to be. Slow, normal, and fast. That's only for certain things, though. There's some that add to, like, there's engine decay that gets, that decreases the engine's condition. So then every cycle, or every 5 seconds, it would decrease 2 from engine. I see that you said hi. You don't need to say it 4 times. I'm sorry, I'm not responding to chat. So yeah, I'm gonna get the cycle ready. Wires. Okay, here. And then how do I want the game mode to start? Because it's not necessarily a game mode, it's more of a hangout. But the hangout thing does nothing. Like, there's nothing on here besides the thing here, which I assume is whenever someone dies. But now I'm not sure. I have no idea. Is it survival? Could survival be useful? I don't know what those things do on the back. And I think it has, like, rounds. What am I doing? I'm working on my my BAM map, which is the Yeeps competition. And I was supposed to start it a week ago, but now I only have a week left. Right, so this is gonna be the cycle. So let's see. Well, there's no way to really start the game automatically. And I'm not sure how survival's rounds work. I need to look into that, because I might want to use this. Yeah, I might want to. Let me look up what the ports do on that. Because I don't feel like going into a game just to test that. Well, I don't know if there's anything on the sign itself, because I need what is on the sign itself. Or this might be useful. The Yeeps wiki. Oh. Never mind. Someone started working on it, but then only did the overview. And I guess they... What in the world? Dude, I can't see anything on this website. There's so many ads. It's so stupid. I doubt this is really gonna have anything on sign. Ugh. I just need to see the sign. So, what it was before, like for the colors, it was game start, game end, and then player dies. I don't know what purple means. Maybe it's next round. Because this is a game mode where... Well, maybe I do want to use this. That might not be a bad idea. Because it's like, what if as you go, it uses different cycles to make it faster anyways? You know? I just don't know. I still don't know how it works, though. I need to know that before I want to use it. Well, I'm a Rainbow made a video on the infestation update. I don't know if it has the sign, like information about the sign, but we'll see. Different eggs, mob spawners, minimum detection, spawners, beacons, weapons, survival sign outputs. And I think I only saw 3 on that. Green, okay, go up to it, please. Start, yellow output end, and then red output yeep out. But then, what's the purple one? Index and description. That's not for this. I still don't know what purple is. I need to know what purple is. Bro. What's the purple one mean? So it was added after the original update, but what could it possibly mean? Bro, do I just go to Infested Invasion? Is that what it's actually called now? Do I remember when I made a FNAF map and moving animatronics? Can I teach you? Oh wait, yeah, you were asking about it. Yeah, I remember you commented on the video asking about it. Yeah, I can go ahead and do that real quick. I have it in my private world too.
Hey, hey, hey! Oh my god! Hey, hey!
It's me!
Oh my god!
Welcome to Murder Mystery, a Yeeps hide-and-seek map similar to the Roblox game or Pavlov's TTT game mode. In this version of Murder Mystery, there are 4 roles: Innocent, Sheriff, Murderer, and Jester. Innocents and Sheriffs need to hunt down the murderers and shoot them down, while the murderer tries to kill them. The Jester can unlock access to weapons after being killed.
Five Nights at Freddy's map before it just decided to die. 1 second. Here we go. So I'm currently not in a code, just so you guys know. That's why there's no code on the screen. I'm in my private world, so yeah. Alright, I will show you what all I have. There is a lot going on here, so I'll show you the individual movement and how I did that. So this is basically what I have for movement. So actually over here is wherever I have the movement opportunities. So the game starts, it goes through what is it, like it goes in a 5-second loop, so every 5 seconds it randomizes and chooses, like, so yeah, it'll run through this randomizer, and if it manages to get to the end, depending on the difficulty of the night, it will send a pulse through one of these, which triggers the animatronic to move. Like, if that landed on the yellow output, it would input here, and since this is where Chica starts, it starts with this, it toggles that, and then, yeah, it turns this off and sends Chica up here to the dining area. And since there's another way that Chica can get to the dining area, there's an ore block, but it just depends on if there is multiple ways. This is easier to see. This is not easier. This is for endgame. So if they're at the door, you open the cameras and close the cameras, it'll jump scare you. The jump scares suck in this one. I think this is a better representation because you don't see Freddy at the door. So yeah, input from randomizer sends an output over here, turns that on, and then another one causes it to go here, and so on, and turns off the toggle behind it. I hope that makes sense. It's not that detailed of an explanation. And then we have a simple timer for the night. It starts here, it says 12 p.m., goes this way until it reaches 6 a.m. right here. I think, what is this for? I think this is for the end of the game. I haven't been on this map in a while. Right, because I think that triggers... oh, crap. Don't want to be... Actually, I'm going to be revamping this map anyways. I don't think it really matters. This is the system that counts how many systems are currently being used. There's a lot going on. We've got AND blocks on top of XOR blocks, connected by 2 outputs linked to one of the systems, like lights or cameras or doors. And basically it's binary. So it compares a few things to see if they are both on. Which this system really isn't as necessary now because of variables. Yeah, and blocks, and then delays, because the faster the delay, the more electricity is going to be gone. This is for the game modes. Not really necessary to explain. And then there's the power up here, which Also, much more simpler now. But before, I used a binary counter, a really large one, and every 10% that goes by, it tells the game to tell the player that the percent is at that percent. Like, 10% goes by, it tells them, hey, your percentage is at 90, and so on. The cameras were really annoying, because at the bottom of that, there's buttons that send a pulse to say, this camera is currently on. Okay, let me rephrase this. This camera is currently on. One of these gets pressed, which is the other cameras. It turns off this one and leaves the other one powered on, so then, like, because I used a powered teleporter in here. So only one needs to be active at the same time because they're all linked to the same one. But once again, this can easily be fixed with variables on a very small scale. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Oh yeah, this is the cycle thing. So game starts every 5 seconds. It'll send a input. And then this is to stop the animatronics movement at the end of the game. But yeah, I think that's everything that needed to be shown. Am I free to help you? Or we can figure it out? It's because you want something like this for your community world? It's fine if I don't want to, you're just asking. Well, maybe at some point, because I want to revamp this map, and I have to work on my BAM map. I only did this because my headset's plugged in, and it was fully charged whenever I started the stream, so if I am free, you hope that, you know, you can hop on and tell you the private code, we can go on. Yeah, not right now, but maybe eventually. It depends on what I'm doing, because I don't know if I'm going to want to revamp my map. Well, we can talk more about it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take this sign down because I don't know if I can use that quite yet. So here is the cycle. How do I want to start the game, though? Do I want to have players vote? Do I want to have a on load after 30 seconds start the game? That might be good. Let me see. So the vote is on, I think that's the wiring tech web. Dang it. That's fine. Because I don't have that one. Anyways, I'm just gonna, I think I might just leave it be for now. I don't think there's any other systems that would require an on start sort of thing. I'm gonna need something to start this, though. So, doing here. I think I'm going to use an ore block here. Wrong way. Ooh. So now I can just put something there. Do I remember you from a stream a long time ago? Shiny Shark. I'm gonna see your past messages because I can do that. I don't know, you only sent a... Oh, never mind, there's a lot more. Back whenever I was building Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know. I don't know if I really remember you. I don't know, sorry. I'm your favorite. Well, that's good to hear, because from what I can tell, you just joined the streams. So, let's see. So we're gonna have 2 modes. Let's go ahead and set up the modes themselves. So, big button. We're gonna have a light to indicate what it's on. I think it's gonna have 2 lights. One's gonna have to start as on, though. Or maybe not. Maybe I do a not instead. I don't know if I can fit that here, though. How would I be able to fit that? Maybe instead I have it pushed further back. So, like, this. Not that, but... Well, maybe. No, because... Well... Yeah, no, because I need more space than that. Push it back one more. The only thing this button's gonna do is toggle the modes. But yeah, on start, it will be a specific thing. But this side is gonna start with a not block here. Or, do I want the... I don't know, it doesn't really matter. This side's gonna start with the not block. Because then I need a toggle here. Do I, like... Should I make the button turn off the toggle? So then whenever one thing gets enabled, it makes sure that the other one's not toggled. I don't know. I'm gonna make this go inwards so then the system's more compressed. More dense. Okay, that's gonna be on. Okay, so this is slow. Because it turns it off and then on. I would want it to be faster, so I'm thinking just get rid of that. Well, it seems to work fine. I was just hoping that it would be a little bit more reliable. But maybe have a little bit more of an on-start thing for this side. Because I want it to be reliable to the point where, like, if I press the button in creative mode, it will still have that right side toggled. Or maybe I could have one toggle. Like, how about this? Like, what if I did this? crank this down a bit. Well, I still need it to be longer, actually, for the broadcaster and then the... Yeah, I only need one toggle, actually. I only need one toggle. Because then the knot can go here. Watch this. I think it's flipped. Oh my goodness. So yeah, button pressed. Toggles that. Toggles that. So yeah, more of a thing that doesn't get messed up. Like, with 2 toggles, if there's enough lag, I bet one of them wouldn't get toggled. So yeah, this is probably a bit more reliable. And then I would want... I'm gonna make sure to leave this up just in case I want to use that. So let's see, what color might I want to use for this? I mean, since it's not a variable, I can use these. It's gonna be the first 2 for the oxygen toggle system. And and then there's the other system that this is like the primary thing that you'd want to use. It's just this system. I didn't even click that, but okay. Take a look at what I have written. Yeah, -1 to power and well, +1 to oxygen. Whenever this is on, it will... Wait. That's confusing. So, this would affect the primary thing, I would assume. No, this is just by default. So, vent redistribution, which is the toggleable thing, whenever one's enabled, it will passively decay one thing. So in this case, the one that's gonna start toggled, aka the life support, it will passively decay or add 2 to the engine decay. I'm gonna count. So this itself, whenever it's pressed, I'm gonna add a extender. So then you don't have to, like, if you accidentally miss a press at one point, it doesn't really matter. And then a clock pulse. No, not a clock pulse, because we have the system over there for that. Because I want this to go by slower anyways. But just so you don't miss it, it's gonna use this. And... so this is going to be extended 1, because I need the T here for the output. Which, in this case, I'm going to actually use this for. And then this for that one. And that for that one. Press that again. That button's huge, though. I might want to shrink it for whenever it's actually in the map. So yeah, here, take this. So whenever the cycle goes, it will do 2 things. add 1 to oxygen and subtract 1 from power. Which subtract is blue, and then add is green. So that's what that does. So, there's one more thing. It was the oxygen dump. So, it's an emergency button. So whenever, I think it's... Well, since it's an emergency button, I was going to make it so if oxygen is, like, lower than 10, or is less than 11, actually, because I would want it to be available at 11. No, not 11, 10. So, emergency button. Well, it can't be activated because that's not activated. That's nice. But yeah, a less than block, and then I need the and block here. So because oxygen's the first one, whenever oxygen is... This is less than, right? Greater than. Variable is less than. The variable is less than 11. Since it's at 0, that's what it is. That's fine. I want to change that though. I want to make sure it's at 100. And then I also want to do something so it can't go above 100. So I'm gonna instead do this. So not greater than 100. Well, it's not 100. That's because it needs to be less than 100. Which that's gonna go through either way, because there's the other and block. So there's that, and then... Okay, so this is the emergency one. So less than 10, it's going to... This is one of the high number ones, so it would be... Do plus 30 to oxygen. That seems a lot, and then minus 5 to power. Minus 10 to cool it. A lot. I don't know how to do that either. Like, do I just add a bunch of... Oh, okay, it's fine. Perfectly fine. Oh, I'm doing it again. So, it's either I add... Like, I put 30 variables down, and then 25 others, and then 10 more for each one of the things that I'm subtracting. Or I set up a system that does it really fast, but it's smaller. I'm gonna look up the system. Like, I bet that someone's made a video on it. I'm gonna see. Large Nambo, what? What am I saying? Adding multiple numbers to variables. This is a new video that's 25 minutes? What? Uh... Maybe I change what I have? Because I don't like what what's being said in this video. What is backlogging? Or what's the backlog system? Because I swear there was these two little things in this one world. Hang on, I might have an idea of how to do it, but I feel like it's very specific still. Okay, actually no, I think I do. I think I do know. I think I can do 2 of these. So, we're gonna need one of those toggle systems, those fast toggle loops. Well, this one's not as fast. There's another thing that they did that was really fast, and I have no idea how they did it. But this is the slower version of it, but it's the one that I know. We're gonna have to make another variable for this. I'm gonna put it in front. I'm gonna put one in front of each of them. This is the subtraction variable. Or I'm gonna have to make another one for addition. As much as I don't like using this many variables, I think it's necessary. I'll get rid of what I don't need later. Did I skip one? I don't think I did. I like going in order, so... Fast. There's no slash. And large. Add. Uh-huh. That's just what I am going to write. Fast. And... sub. There we go. I'm gonna move this over. I hate how sensitive these buttons are. I feel like I keep pressing them by accident. So, we have... Well, we have the variable over there, so we're gonna have things over here that set the variable. Or, in this case, I should use this because there's 3. So take this, and then, so I think it was plus 30 to oxygen, plus 30 minus 25 cooling. Okay, power, oxygen, and cooling. I know this. This is for the addition, though. So, red for oxygen, adding. this for power. Should it be that one? I think it should be this one. No, it should have been that. That's what it was. Okay, so it's this and this. Light brown and dark brown. Bro, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Okay, that's 11. This is gonna be 30. 25, I believe. 5 and 10. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to have one of these for each addition and subtraction. I might do the rest of it later. So, yeah. So, I think it's like, if it does not equal 0, then keep doing what you're doing. So this is gonna be for oxygen's addition. So if that variable... Okay, what's this one for? You know what, I don't think I need that. I don't know what the AND block would be for. And this is going to have a cooldown, which I forgot to implement into this current version. So it's going to go to oxygen, add. So let's go ahead and test it. Oh no. Right, because it was going to have the subtraction. I forgot to add subtraction. I'm going to do the subtraction first. So I'm going to move that there. This is going to be there, and this is going to be there. I'm gonna get rid of... No, I just need to do that. I'm gonna just leave it there for now. I didn't do that correctly. And I don't even have it the right color. So whenever this reaches 0, it should stop. Okay. I'm gonna switch that back to addition. That was set to 30, so whenever this is done, it should get, just be 30. I don't know, what's going on? Why did it do 35? What? 30... No, never mind. It was supposed to equal 0. I don't know why that equals 35, though. Didn't reset that. 30. Oh, it's because that's still on. Because this button's still on, that it's not doing that. So how do I prevent that? because I can't really check to make sure that it's adding or subtracting. I could just add a delay to it. Because this doesn't... Okay. Be doing that then. So, how long of a delay? 1 second? I'll try this again. Set to 30. Man, I might have been a little bit late still. It shouldn't be. It should still stop at 30. What? That doesn't make sense at all. Never mind. I think it does. Hello? Okay. I didn't see how I placed it. I think these two need to be swapped. Yeah, that's what it needed. What the heck? Is it because that's still on for an extra second? Doesn't make sense. I'm gonna do one more test before I change anything else. And I'm gonna look at this side and see how long it, yeah, why doesn't it... Okay. It went for a few times after because it's still got a pulse going through. So, I don't know what to do. Let me grab this and compare up close. If I add 1, and then how long will it take until... It's practically instant. So I don't really know what the issue is. It's gotta be from this right here. That's not instant. It needs the, well, this is what's having issues. What if I just add a delay here? Oh, I'm adding instead. But I think this is constantly on because of the delay. Put equals 0. Well, I don't know what to do. How in the world did they do it that one time? There was this one lobby. I don't think this is gonna work. But there was this one lobby. It's not even how it goes on there. They did that. Because this system that I'm seeing here... Large. Another 20-minute video. I want something simple. I remember Rainbow has a video on variables, but I doubt it's going to have something for large numbers. Because I'd rather not use 2 more colors for outputs and stuff. Let me look at the timestamps. Using multiple operators that just like the variables find, like using AND blocks. I don't know. Yeah, that's got nothing interesting. Working calculator, don't need that. Actually, do I? That might... Ooh, that's a large looking build, and that's not using variables. Mind. I need something to add large numbers. Large numbers because you can't simply... I think the best way might have to be just having 30 of them placed. Like, I know it's kind of tragic because I have to have a lot going on. Like, I'm gonna see if there's any other things on here that add a large amount to oxygen. From what I can tell, there isn't. That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. So, there's the plus 30 to oxygen. I'm gonna place 30 things of oxygen. There's other things that are like minus 5. So I'll use stuff like that. Yeah, I gotta get rid of those. I probably won't need the fast, like all those other variables. I mean, not variables. 5, 10. Go ahead and copy and paste this 3 times. This is 10. How is this 10? This seems like such a small amount. Whenever I get all of them out, though, it's gonna look like so much. I should spread these out more, actually. Or at least the first 5. I can do that. Because there's minus 5 to oxygen from cooling. There is... if there's anything else relating to oxygen. Yeah, there's only the one thing in cooling that interacts with oxygen. And that's minus 5. So I'm gonna copy and delete this. Because I need to move this for the first 5. Move it to about here. They need to be spaced out anyways. What am I doing? What am I copying? I'm gonna actually take one of these. So I need the... Well, yeah, they just need to be spaced out anyways. Before. This is 10. Actually... Yeah, I don't need the clear option, so I'm just gonna stack them in front of each other like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and delete all of these variables, because I don't need them right now. So... Go ahead and take one of these. See what variables. Oh yeah, I don't need this either. I'll learn how to do that in the future for other things, because I might need to use that later. Let's pull out the paint. We have up to, I think, just this. That for the cycle, this for the, this and this for those two, so this. So large scale oxygen adding, large scale power draining, large scale cooling draining. I copied that. So let's go ahead and... Oh, jeez. Why did I do this to myself? I need to space them out one more for subtraction. Why would I do this? Ugh. Bro. Take one of each of these. Clear. And get to building. Right there. And then I'll go ahead and do this. So then I have 6. And then I can just copy this 5 times down. Because I only need the subtraction for 5 of them, but it's just easier if I can paste them. Well, I didn't need to paste it that far apart. Go ahead and clear that so I can paste it like this. That would be 30. So I press this button, and it will add 30 to that. Yeah, 30. There we go. Go ahead and clear that, though. And then I need power. I'll just go ahead and move power to right there. And do it like this. So I need 25. Do 5 rows. And then I grab this for whatever color it is written there. Place 2. Well, I need to do it so then if power is less than 25, they can't subtract from it. Or how about this? What is it? Like, I don't want it to turn off the power. Maybe if it's like 35, you can't. No. I'll do if it's less than 50. Because that's a high number. Just do if it's less than 50. No, because I had it so then if power is less than 30, it would mess with other things. So maybe 55. So 55 is gonna be for power. So yeah, this is less than, I believe, so 55. And then cooling, that's minus 10. I think it's at 30 it'll start damaging. I didn't write enough stuff down. I thought I had it all. Because I think there was these smaller things that happen whenever it reaches a certain. So yeah, it was gonna decay engines and navigation. Like, it was gonna increase the decay by 1 if it was at do I want to do 30 again? Like, maybe I should just have the low percentage be like 25. So in this case, if it's decreasing by 25, I can have that be 50. And then cooling. Cooling can be at 35. So that just... What? What? Oh, greater than. Greater than. It needs to be greater than. Let me just go ahead and paint them real quick. That's for the wrong one. Really, bro? So this was 50 because it's 25. This was 35. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted to clear this. But yeah, I need to make the 10 for cooling. I'll have a bunch of rows of 2. Why am I making so many? But let's see, if we have we were gonna have rows of 2. This is this color. I only need 1 more of these, so do that. This is huge. So I think that's oxygen complete. Go ahead and look through again. I mean, other than oxygen affecting other things. I mean, wait, no. Once oxygen equals 0, it will start a countdown. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually set oxygen to 100. And I'll have one of those for each of these. 'Cause they're all gonna be a 0 to 100 thing. So I think it's engines. Whenever engines fail, you lose. Whenever navigation fails, I think you just completely stop. Well, yeah, because engines is 1 to 100 condition. Have I been... Okay, never mind. I thought I was using the wrong colors for cooling. I'm fine. How in the world did I just get flung? Maybe I'm lagging or something. Maybe that's why I've been pressing buttons for no reason. So, let's see. I was gonna have an on start or on load set to 100. Where would that be? In here? Yeah, with the blue stuff. Wait, actually, I have to add the decay stuff. So it was when oxygen is in life support, it will decay engine by 2, or increase engine decay by 2. I want to see how high get the decay for oxygen to go. I think it's 2. Actually, I have a better idea for this. So, oxygen, this is default, so it's gonna decrease only engine, I think. Because that's life support. So, this is gonna be the decaying section, I guess. Not this, actually. No. I'll do it over here. Do I, though? Like, I feel like this should be the task section. Let me go ahead and move this section. Because this is the, emergency adding and subtraction type stuff. Or large number stuff. Copy. Here. And I will, I'll paste it over here, because I probably won't access this as much. I'm gonna make sure it's, in the corner. Get back one more. Alright, there we go. In the far back corner. And I get to have the decay right next to oxygen. Just in case I need addition later for something else for decaying, I'll leave that open. So we're gonna have 2 and blocks. This is for decay, and I need an output. That's for the cycle. So I'll put this and this here. Well, what's the and for? Why did I put the and? Oh, for life support. I remember. Let's see. Was it this? Is this it? Yes. So every cycle, as long as life support's on, it will do that. I think that is oxygen fully done. Alright, let's see. Move on. Power. So, no matter what, it's going to decay by 1 each time. You know what? Because oxygen is causing it, I'm going to add the engine decay over here. So, whatever is causing the decay, it's going to be over here. And then, don't remember what color. It's this one. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. I think this is good. Do those not seem like they're on? Oh, it's because they're not large enough. The numbers aren't large enough. So, now I believe oxygen is fully done, other than, just so you guys know, this is, supposed to be similar-ish to a VR chat game. So yeah, right, there was gonna be the if oxygen equals 0, so much time passes, you guys die. I was gonna have it be a minute to 30 seconds. I don't want it to be too short. Okay, how long do I even want the game to last? I had originally thought like 5 minutes because I don't want them to be stuck there forever. So I'll just go ahead and add a 30-second timer. I need one of these to place one of these. So if it equals 0, I'll make sure that there is an AND block, so then the game has to have been started for so long. And then also, just in case if I want to message later, I'll add this. If it equals 0 and the game has started, send a message and end the game after so long. So we're going to have this be here. This is for whenever the game starts, after like 10 seconds. If the oxygen is at 0, then you guys fail. I'll add something at the end later to mark the end of the game. So, I think that's it from here. I will work on that later. Power. I have general decay as 1 per cycle. And since it's passive, I just have to add one of those without the end block. So basically just, well, yeah, literally just this. Let me add like a barrier. I'm gonna go ahead and use this really long piece that no one ever uses. That's fine there. Oh, that's actually like really funny, because this marks the end of the tasks. To be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the actual spaceship. I just know that you're going to see the void from the horror section. These pieces. Cause like, look at that. I feel like that'd be great for space. Why? Well, touching it makes it not. It makes it more two-dimensional. I don't know why. Who knows? Need to actually look at what I have written down. Oh, I have another one of those things that, for oxygen, and then, another mass adding and subtracting. I need 20 power. Plus 20 power. And I think I have 25 already over. Yeah, I have 25 already over there, so I just need to add the, I need to add 20 outputs for addition on 4 of the columns I have. But since I already have this, and I need this, I'll go ahead and copy this. And paste it and color some things. Actually, I'll add it to the very end. I'm gonna push it to the back. Why not? And then the color of this one's this. So, boom, boom. Oh yeah, does it subtract anything? I think it's the cooling. Subtract the cool. Yeah, this is for power. Wait, did I use plus 25 power? Oh, it was minus 25 power. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that that's what it was, because I think I was getting things mixed up. So it's a -1 to cooling, but +1 to power. Cooling is this. Go back and forth a whole bunch. So, yeah, there's that. And then there's also the emergency button here for amount of addition and subtraction. I think the numbers are smaller on this one because it's like 20, 5, and 5, so you're not really getting much out of it. I think I can just copy this, paste it, and recolor things. Because there's 3 things once again. So power has to be at 25 for you to be able to use it, or less than 25. Power less than, or 26. I'll do 26. If it's less than 26, that, and then engines have to be greater than 30. How much? Greater than 35. Not 35, just 30. And then same with cooling. And then why do I have red? Oh, right. I need a different thing though, so I can't use any of these colors, I don't think. Okay, I can use the same one for cooling. No, I can't, because it's a different amount. It's -5 to cooling. Okay. Yeah, whole new thing entirely. Plus power, and minus engine and cooling. So red was the last one. Orange. Light orange. Yellow. Actually, hang on one second. Yeah, sorry for the boring stream. It's more of a building stream than anything. Unless you guys want to like get on and play Murder Mystery, that'd be pretty cool. But I should really be focusing. Stop pressing it! I'm not even over there! Well, I was, but... Sorry, chat, I'm changing the record. I'm changing my record thing. I got a record player and I want to use it. I don't think you guys can hear it on stream anyways. And it's probably fine. I don't think this changed. Yeah, it didn't change anything anyways, so I'm fine. Yeah, plus 20. Yeah, plus 22 to engine, not engine power. Let's go place a bunch of these. I need to place 20 of these. I don't know if I can really paste them. Well, I guess I could, but it's not going to be very easy. Am I even... They're not going in the right spot. At least what I'm doing is reliable. Hang on, what? I think I have one too many rows. Yeah, I have one too many rows. This would be 30. Whenever it should just be 25. because it's 5 rows of 5. That's 25, so. So we have that, and then we need the -2 cooling and engines. And this right here is cooling, I think. Yeah, this is cooling. So -5. Okay, here's 5. That's not what I want. Well, technically I could do that. I technically only need 1, but I mean, I've already gone too far for this. Dang it! Because I could have used that one for all 3 of those. Why didn't I? I mean, I guess if there was another one that had, like -5 to, like, if there was another -5 to cooling, that would make sense, but, like, I've just gone ahead and did all of this for no reason. And then -5 to engines as well. I'll make the same structure for that, but we need to, is that engines? That's navigation. This is engines. Engines cooling. Yeah. Oh, I need yellow. That's already there. Cool. This looks crazy. So, let's see. We have... I think that's it for power. We need to do engines, which is another one of those ones that have 2 different modes. So I can just go ahead and copy this. Paste it in the next one. I'm pretty sure other things decay power. So I think it's fine that I have the one. Well, yeah, because the oxygen minus is 5 power. Engines, power and cooling. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna affect the amount of time it takes to get there, because if you have low engine, like, the condition of your engine's really low, you'll start to go slower. So -20, well, I think it'll go down in increments of 25. So the first one's gonna go by every second. And then maybe at 50 it's every 2 seconds. And at 25 it's every 3 seconds. Or at 10% it's every 3 seconds. It'll decrease it by 1. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. Because then engines and navigation makes it take longer. Like, it'll add to the timer. I want to figure out the layout of the spaceship. So I'm thinking by the end of the day I get these 5 systems completely done. I need to paint these here. So what color was most recently used? Light orange and yellow. So yeah, this goes here because that's the default mode. There's that. This is for passive decay. Here, the passive decay is oh, well, safe thrust, which is the mode it's currently in, is no extra decay and normal speed, which is 1 second. And then overdrive, I have it set to +2 engine decay and +1 cooling decay. And then the speed is increased. Which I'm gonna go ahead and set that stuff up. Or I really don't have to do anything with that yet, because I don't really know how I am going to do the time yet. So I'm gonna put those over there, and it was, what was it? +2 to engine decay, 2 engine decay, and 1 to cooling decay. So engines and cooling. And then because why not, I'm gonna build them both. Well, the engine decay is gonna be one and the same. Well, not going, okay. I can't talk this stream apparently. So subtract. Is it like this? I'm pretty sure that one's engine. This goes on top because that's what causes that. That because that's the cycles. Alright, so then next thing for this is task, which +1 to engine, minus power and cooling. So power and cooling, and then I already have engines. Well, I have cooling over here as well, but it's fine. Boom. Boom. So it would be this system here. Go ahead and copy this. This is going to have adjustments made to it. Because it requires 3 instead of what it was before. These are the same. What did I grab? We get power and cooling. I'm pretty sure that darker one's power, and then this one's engine. Because it's +1 engine, -1 power, and yeah. Yeah, this needs to be changed to this piece. So the blue side, this would be green, and then would be blue as well, I think. Yes, this is how it should be. I need to change this though. Oh wait, I actually have to do a few other things. It's not less than. Not. I mean greater than. If it's what? Why would I need a not? I think this is the wrong block. What is going on? Variable less than. So this is less than. It's not less than 100. What? I'm confused. What have I made? Why am I so confused? I've been streaming for like an hour and a half already. You're in a ski trip, so you're not going to be able to play. That is perfectly fine. So less than 100. It needs to be less than 100 to work. And it needs to be a different color. So I need to... This one. This one is power. +1 to power, -1 to cooling. And then that should also be power. But if power is greater than 99, maybe I just switch this to greater than 99. I feel like that's better. Paint it though. Power is that color. And then this is oxygen. Go ahead and get it on these. Greater than 90. I need to add something here that if cooling is 0, you can't do that either. Because the other ones are different, but that's a loop. That a loop? That's why. That a loop. This? I don't know what you mean. What am I making? I'm making systems to my BAM map. Basically, this game, it's supposed to be like a high maintenance game where you have to uphold like a bunch of systems in order to make it to your destination. If you can't do that, you lose. And this is not the murder mystery map. This is something else. This is an entirely new map. So, so here I would want the cooling to be greater than 1. No, this needs to be not greater than 99. So the not stays. The not needs to stay. Well, then I just need to use the less than. Oh my goodness. But I don't need the not. So, not... Well, less than 100. There we go. And then... Yeah, I was gonna copy it with the copy either, but I'm not going to do that. It'd be much easier to just do this. Forgot what number I was typing in there. Oh yeah, this one is going to be longer. And I don't need the knot, but I need this to be 100. And greater than, because cooling and power, because this is engines. So how about 10? How about 10 for those? Engines. This needs to be this color. But power is this color. So 10. Greater than 10. And this needs to be I think I got this wrong. Oh, it's because it's because that's actually correct, and it's yeah. You're not good at wires, so you have people help make. You have people help when you make maps. Yeah, I have. Like, I'm very good with logic, so whenever I make stuff like this, it's pretty easy for me. Go ahead and place this greater than. Yeah, so this needs to be that, so this is going to be 10. Because it's like, I don't want people to get so low they can't use it. Would it be easy if I made FNAF 2 and Yeeps with the mask and stuff? I think so. Because the mask would just be a toggleable thing, like you wouldn't have something physical that you'd put on. Or in the way I would make it, at least. I need to put another one of these here. Because that's power. It needs to be greater than 10 as well. There we go. So I might make FNAF 2. It's just I've got like 2 other maps besides this one that I've been working on. There is the murder mystery map that was mentioned. I am making that, which is actually almost done. It's just got the map left. Also, this map was a suggestion from Mr. Lego the Architect, because we've been wanting to make a map similar to this, and he said that it was okay if I made it on my own for BAM, because he's got his own map that he wants to use for BAM. At some point soon, though, if everyone in chat's fine with it, like, and can get on to do this, we can play Murder Mystery together. Because I've been building for, like, 2 hours now, and this is what I have. I have this stuff, and all that stuff back there. I think this is everything for engines. I don't have the speed increase, though. I'll have to do stuff with that later. I'm just using these dividers to help me make sure I know which one's which. Because I need to copy and paste all of these as well up into the actual map. Once gotta swap out the vinyl again. I've been listening to the Dead by Daylight soundtrack this whole time. Put something else on. chat. I'm gonna be saving up for the Steam frame so I can get it next year. It's gonna be so good. I'm hoping that Trash Games will port Yeeps to Steam. I doubt they're gonna do that though, because it's like a whole extra thing that they have to worry about. It's like managing 2 different games, but one's like completely different. I don't really know how to explain it. It's gonna be really difficult for them to keep that up. It would probably be a bunch more money, and they might not want to. They probably wouldn't want to take the risk of losing a bunch of money on people to port the game, and then have more moderation, because once something's on a PC, it's moddable, and it would really hurt the game. Because there was this one time where modding was like actually a thing on standalone Quest, but that's been like burned, killed. Like I don't know what happened to it. It's not a thing anymore. Yeah, cooling. It has a passive decay. +1 cooling, -1 power as the button thing again. Oh, and then there's another mass adding and subtracting. +20 cooling and -5 oxygen. -5 navigation. Oh. Or Discord. Did this. Okay, let's get to work with this. Wait, what is it? Is it 2 systems? I think it's +1 to cooling, -1 to power. So I think it's basically power, but in reverse. I think that's basically what it is. That's a little bit sad. Why did I do that? That's not right. Okay. It's like with cooling, it's literally power in reverse, so it's not benefiting you whenever you do this and that at the same time. It's like these passive things have a lot of flaws. So, because here it's -1 power, +1 power, minus power, minus power. Because literally just do... This is cooling, right? This is... Maybe this is engines I'm holding. It wouldn't make sense, though. Pretty sure that's cooling. Yeah, it's cooling. But then I'm gonna paint these to be swapped. And then mass pluses and minuses. Let me figure out exactly what those are supposed to be. -5 oxygen, -5 navigation. Let me go back and others. So okay, so this is I'm gonna have to create even more individual ones. I should really like go through and yeah, let me go ahead and do this. I'm gonna actually set the lighting real quick. I don't like how it's doing that. So I'm gonna take this and paint that, 'cause I'm gonna get rid of these two. I'm gonna get rid of these two. Then the next one can use just red, and that's like everything else gone. Did I never painted this one. Oh, what? I need to like paint everything else. It's gonna be annoying. Alright, so let's go to this, and I'm gonna go figure out. So it was maroon and red, or maroon, yeah, maroon and red get changed to this. And then, we have maroon, which would have been orange, light orange, and yellow. So the rest of it. So let's go back. I'm gonna change this one because this one, not this one, this one, because I don't know what that one's supposed to be for. Actually, it might be those. That might be right. I might have done that. I'm gonna make sure though. So plus 20 power, minus 5 engines, minus 5 cooling. So I said 30 on those two, and then less than 26. Yeah, less than 26 on that. Let me see if I have less than 26 here. Less than 11. Because that's whenever the actual things are gonna start going wrong. Well, I'll leave that one as is. But then here's this one that affects. Well, this one's. Cooling needs to be at 25 or 26. So cooling is this. Minus 5 oxygen, so oxygen has to be at 30. Greater than 30. And navigation needs to be at 30. Which navigation's last, so that's the color. So plus 20 cooling. I need a red output. I think there's already 20 cooling down. Because this is cooling. And that's cooling. Plus 20 cooling. 12, 10, 15. I think it's just 15 cooling that is down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll go ahead and copy that. $16. Yeah, that's pasting in the right spot. That's not. 17. $20. 1920? What? What am I counting? Well, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, 14, 16, 18, 20. I was right, yeah, 20. Aha, I got it. And then it was -5 power. Power? Oxygen and navigation. -5 oxygen and navigation. Oxygen is this back here. -5. And then -5 navigation, which this is engine. So do this. Yeah, red. Red's right. That's not. It's gonna be devastating if one of these are missing, or aren't in the correct orientation. Yeah, it would be devastating if it was not in the right orientation. But, anything else? Passive decays are not there. It's actually not there. So, cooling, I believe, is this one. Well, I don't need the and. Cooling is yes. Okay, lastly, we have navigation. So, there's 2 modes and then passive core. +1 navigation, -1 power. Oh, this power stuff is crazy. The auxiliary generator start is, like, gonna be used a lot. Okay, so we have another one that has buttons. This is the button. Yes. Move that forward 1. So I think it's essentially the same thing, but I just need to change these 2. Well, no. What? This is cooling, right? I'm adding to power. It needs to subtract power. Right? I'm not going crazy. What did I do? I think I like swapped the two, but then I flipped them. Okay, I think that's good. And then there was the toggleable thing. Go ahead and snatch this. I might move this if I want the lobby to be over here. Which I don't know if I'm going to do a lobby over here. What am I doing? I'm trying to grab this. Because I knew it was closer. Well, I didn't copy these. That would be very useful. Well, I haven't used these. I need this one to be that. And this to be that. I haven't used those two because I swapped some things around, which also means I haven't used yellow. What have I used? I don't know. Because I might have used others in different spots. I don't know. So yeah, these two were used for that one, I think. Unless I... Because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Well, it would have been these two, right? This would be that one. I don't know, it looks different. I don't know. Probably fine. This is good. So, what the... So, nothing on the safe route. Nothing special. And then, fast route. Faster. But... faster, but the navigation decay is 2 and cooling decay is 1. So basically this, but change what these outputs are and the variables. That's really all I need to do. Actually, no, that's good. So it would be a light orange up here, and then switch this back here to that. No. What's on the navigation? Well, I guess so, because you're trying to go faster. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I think that's it, though. I've just got to do some of the smaller things. Like the things that don't interact with each other. More stuff that interacts with... Well, I think whenever power reaches 0, I was gonna have it be like... only the emergency things would work. But I don't have any... I don't think any of the emergency things, like this, not this one, like this one, they require power. So this button has power. What's this? Okay. This is cooling. And then this is mass healing. I mean, power, mass power. Yeah. Not mass healing. What? So, I don't know how I want to do the timer yet. I might just end the stream until later, whenever I actually feel like building more. Because I've gotten all the tasks done. They just need to be copy and pasted into the ship. Besides the decay parts, these ones. But like things like this and that, with the buttons, those are going to be in the ship and they're going to be copy and pasted up there. Technically, I could keep these down here. I might copy and delete them later, whenever the map is finished. So, let's see. I don't think I really have anything. Yeah, oxygen is like a hard fail. Like a, something that you have to keep up. Power. How are you? I'm gonna figure this out, but I'm gonna end here. So I hope you guys enjoyed my building session. And I will see you guys later. Bye, chat.